Hi, this is Eric Gould, and welcome to Stay Focused, our weekly video blog. And this week we are going to be talking about what's on the dotted line.
How to understand an offer.
Understanding an offer.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So this applies to both sellers and buyers.
Absolutely.
About understanding an offer.
So what does make an offer? So a few of the pieces that are normally in every offer, of course you're going to outline the people in the property. So what's the address? Who are the parties involved?
The seller, who's the buyer, who's the seller.
Yep. What's your price? And then also talking about the different terms and conditions, including and contingencies.
Yeah, so like some of the important, bigger things about understanding an offer is certainly the price is one of the biggest considerations, but there are dates, so what we consider the time. Yep. So it's like closing dates and dates for inspections and mortgage contingencies and purchase and sale and things like that, which are really important to both parties.
Yeah.
And then some of the other contingencies.
Yeah, and so one of the most important thing when you're using the word contingencies is to realize what a contingency is and what it does. Wow. When you're on the buyer side of the transaction, when you're making the offer, the contingencies are really there to protect you and protect your deposits.
They're conditions.
They're conditions.
Yeah.
So a home inspection contingency, if the home isn't what you thought it was or has some major flaws that are unexpected, you have an opportunity to revoke your offer or renegotiate. Same along with your
financing contingency or mortgage contingency.
So if you don't
important
get your
for a
financing, you get your deposits back. Deposits are made in an offer and in a transaction, and you want to make sure you're protecting your money. Okay. Right. And what does this mean for sellers? On the opposite end of the transaction, on the opposite side of the transaction, it's always nice to understand what the other person is thinking about terms and conditions that you're putting your offer and contingencies.
Right. So we help educate the sellers when we are receiving offers, how to judge why one offer might be stronger or better. And it's not only about price, but it's the whole package, these terms, contingencies, dates, price, all of that.
And so whereas buyer, your contingencies are protecting your deposit, on the opposite side, when you're a seller, your contingencies kind of create some uncertainty. Right. So there's a little bit more risk involved as a seller. So that's really what your contingencies go over. And kind of one of the things that we talk about with many of our clients, it's very interesting to see when you both are working with a buyer placing an offer and kind of what things are important to them. And then it's also interesting on the other side.
There's a lot of psychology involved and other than just the contractual stuff.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely.
There are people involved, there's emotions involved, there are big decisions. So we need to understand the people we're working with. Yep. And people who are placing the offers or receiving the offers kind of understand the psychology too, that we have a different kind of personality type.
Well, absolutely. I mean, people are driven by different priorities.
So some of the things are...
some people, the most important thing in the whole world is the price. I don't care about any of the terms. I don't care about any of the conditions. I want my highest price.
And some want security.
Yeah, so the security buyer or the security seller.
Some are emotional.
Yeah.
So we can help with all of those things, whether you're a buyer, you're a seller, you're thinking about buying or selling, how to understand an offer, how to put an offer together, how to read what's your best offer, and make those decisions.
Yeah, and for both sides of the transaction, I think it's really important, when you're a buyer, well, how is the seller perceiving this? As a seller, what is the buyer thinking? So, there's a lot to it. And it's actually, we have a lot of fun with it. So we love sitting down with buyers and sellers going over these finer details.
So feel free, give us a call or drop us a line. And don't forget to like us on Facebook.
And subscribe to our YouTube channel, please.
Yeah, and stay tuned and stay focused.